Hey guys, this is Mark. I just want to show you where we camped last night, and this is where we are. We camped right on the shores of the South Pacific Ocean. How cool is that? Whoa! I didn't sleep good last night. We were so close to the ocean that I kept on hearing the waves crashing in. Anyway, I just kind of tossed and turned with those noises and stuff, and new sounds, and I have to wake up every time I hear it. So I was up tossing and turning all night long.
Show them the view out the window, though.
Yeah, do you want to see how close we are to the ocean? I'll show you how close we are. That's our view out our back window.
There's the ocean.
That's the ocean. And don't get me wrong, it's a great view. It's very nice. So, anyway, today we're hoping to see the Franz Josef and the Fox Glacier. We'll see. Still haven't made a decision on whether or not we're actually doing the helicopter tour, and we'll probably talk about that a little bit after I'm done filming here. The campsite that I was hoping to get to for tonight, I found out is closed, and I don't know if it's permanently closed or if it's just a seasonal thing and they're going to open it in maybe the next month or so. So we're going to have to drive a bit farther down the road and hit a pay site, but it's kind of a mid-grade pay site. It's not like the site where we have here, where we got electrical and we got water accessible to where we can fill our tanks. They got laundry facilities and
full service kitchen.
Yeah, full service kitchen, flush toilets and showers, and I don't think it's that. It'll have like some sort of toilet for us, pit toilet or a flush toilet, and that's it. But it's only going to be $8 per person per night, so that's better than the 20 something dollars per night we pay when we stay at places like this. And don't get me wrong, these are great places, but we can't afford to keep doing that. Oh, and we need to see the Pancake rocks and blowholes. And those, according to the guy when we checked in, it's like a 750 meter walk down the path. So we might just do that, and then we'll just walk back here and jump in the trailer and jump in the camper and go. Well, we're getting ourselves ready to leave beach camp here, and we're going to drive down the way to Pancake Rocks and see that and some blowholes that are over there. But the weather has finally caught up with us. We actually have rain now. So, yep, that's our weather outside.
Real rain, not that
real
misty shit.
Yeah, actual real rain, not just that misty stuff that we've been having. But we got rain gear, we got raincoats that we can wear, so we can still go out and try to enjoy the day. So I gotta grab my coffee, plug in a few things, start the truck, and go. Okay, Jen and I are getting ready to go outside and see the Pancake Rocks and the blowholes that are here, but it's raining, so we're donning our rain gear. All right, let's go see these blowholes. I'm also going to do all my recording on my phone because that's the closest thing to a waterproof camera that I actually have. So that's what I'm going to use. Okay, so we are at Punakaiki, and that's the Pancake rocks and the blowholes. We're just walking around the path, and we'll get to them, and I'll take pictures and video, and hopefully we'll have some good action. I don't know when the optimum time to see the blowholes is going to be. If it's, high tide, low tide, when the tide's going in or out, I just don't know. So we'll find out together.
We are down here at Pancake Rocks, and I think we just figured out why they're called Pancake Rocks. Mark had thought because they were kind of stacked vertically. If you look particularly here, since it's so close, you can see the layers. They're stacked like a pile of flapjacks, a pile of pancakes on your plate.
And what did that sign back down the trail say about?
Which one, the first one or the second one?
I think it was the second one.
They don't know why the limestone has.
Yeah, it's all limestone, but they don't know why it's in layers like this. So at some point, one layer is solidified, and then another layer was put on top of it. It solidified. Another layer was put on top of it. It solidified, but they don't know how or why. Alright guys, we just finished off with the Pancake rocks and the blowholes. Unfortunately though, we're not here at the right time during the tide to actually get the blowhole experience, but that's just the way it goes. We don't know how to calculate that kind of stuff. Yeah, we don't know how to read tides, don't know when they're going to be here, all that.
I'm sure there's a table somewhere, probably in the cafe.
And now we got a 3-hour drive to the Franz Josef Glacier. We would like to do the flight. Yeah, we don't know if we're going to get heavier rain towards the south, or we just don't know if the helicopters are even going to be flying today. So again, that's just the way it is. If we get out and just walk to the glacier, then that's all we do. Alright, I'm going to let you guys go so I can concentrate on the driving. Wet pavement means I'm going to go a little bit slower today.
Probably not going to get a lot of pictures either because it's going to be rainy and misty in the picture, or we'll be trying to shoot through a rain-splattered window.
Yeah, though. Just no driving shots today, sorry guys. At least not now. We saw a kiwi bird! Yeehaw! But again, we're driving, we're moving fast, it's raining, I don't want to stop and take a picture. By the time we were getting up to it, and it cleared the road. So yeah, there's just no way we're going to stop and get a picture of it. Alright, Jen's been looking up the helicopter tour for the Franz Josef. You know, want to do a snow landing and all that. And we just don't think we're going to do it. One, it's $275 per person. So we're talking $550 for Jen and I to do it. We just don't have that kind of money. As much fun as I think it would be, but...
So we kind of do have the money, but it's still a huge chunk of change to drop it once. It's only 20 minutes.
And it's all rainy and cloudy and overcast.
Yeah.
So even if we got to the top of the mountain, we wouldn't be able to see much of anything. So I think we're going to skip it. We're still going to go to Franz Josef, and we're going to try to get to the Fox Glacier, because there are walking paths. You can just walk to the glacier for free. So we still plan on doing that, even though it's raining. I mean, hell, we were out in the rain early this morning. We can do it again. So right now, that's kind of our plan. So no helicopter tour. Sorry, guys.
Maybe we'll do the boat down Milford Sound instead.
Yeah, she's still looking into Milford Sound, but we're right now running on 4G. There's no signal out here.
It's H+. It's not even 4G. It's H+.
Yeah, I don't know what H+ is out here. So anyway, we're still researching other things that we can do. But I mean, we still have the sightseeing that we plan on doing. You know, just like I said, going to Franz Josef Glacier, going to Fox Glacier. You know, we still have those plans. We're just trying to see if there's anything else we can do. Okay, well, the good news is that it seems like we're driving out of the rain. It actually looks brighter ahead of us. Not clear skies, but at least brighter skies. Nothing's hitting our windshield right now.
And our windshield is actually clean.
Yeah, it had so many bug splatters on it. I don't think it was just from us. I think we got it when it was actually full of bugs. But now with the wipers going all morning, it's pretty much cleaned it all off. So hopefully I should be able to get some driving shots for you guys now. I have seen more kiwis. Jen saw one and then buried herself in her book.
I'm enjoying my coffee.
But then I ended up seeing probably about 4 or 5 more in a little field. So I've seen a number of kiwis today, and I'm kind of happy about that. I'm still waiting to see those Arctic parrots, though. Hopefully we can see some of those. Alright, gotta keep driving. Alright, that just added a new dimension to the trip. So they're driving down the road, and there was a couple of cows just grazing on the side of the road. Luckily, it was on this side of the fence, on our side of the fence. Luckily, there was a nice deep ditch right there, but they may have been able to just jump across that. So yeah, that's another thing I gotta start paying attention to is livestock out on the road.
Quit watching for deer, start watching for cows.
Yeah. I mean, they don't really have deer here or anything, but yeah, you just gotta keep our eyes open for cows and sheep.
Yeah, we haven't seen any three-wheeler sheep yet. Not outside the pastures. Those cows in that pasture could get out super easy if they wanted to.
Yeah, basically, there wasn't even really a fence there as far as I could tell. It just looked like a hedge of like thistles and weeds and thorns and stuff like that, and
No,
that was the fence.
There was a fence.
Kind of like that.
There was a fence. The wires were very well bowed towards the ground or non-existent, but there were fence posts.
Okay, so there were fence posts, not necessarily a fence, but the posts. Alright, we're stupid. There was literally a chicken out in the middle of the road walking across. So, of course, why did the chicken cross the road? So we just went through the small town of Hari.
That's where the chicken was crossing the road.
Yeah, the chicken was actually in the downtown area. Apparently he's doing some shopping. Because he was like literally in the downtown area. Okay, we have made it into the glacier area. We are about 10 minutes out of away from Franz Josef, and it is still sprinkling and spitting rain. Yeah.
Not great for road driving out the window shots.
Yeah. I've been trying to get a few shots when I can, but we'll see what happens. Oh, what do you think the glacier is going to look like?
A snowfield.
I don't.
No, I think it's going to be different.
I think it's going to be dirty, nasty. It's not going to be white powder snow.
Yeah.
And it's not going to be, you know, like the clear blue that you see out in the oceans and stuff like that. I think it's just going to be
a snurty.
Yeah, because you got to think of it. We're getting it as it's melting and stuff like that. So all that dust, all the debris that it's picked up and stuff like that is starting to get dropped at the end. It's going to be all dirty. It's going to me, I think it's going to look like a rock. It's going to be brown, gray, and dirty.
We'll find out when we get there. Gotta warm the knee up before we get there a little bit though.
Seems like every time I think that we're getting into some decent weather, maybe we're getting out of the rain, all of a sudden, boom, starts right back up again.
Well, honestly, this is the worst weather we've had in the 2 weeks we've been
It is.
here.
We have been very blessed on the weather we've had, and even the weather today hasn't been horrible. It really hasn't. We've had really good weather since we got here. Okay guys, we're at the Franz Josef Glacier Trail, and we're going to walk up the path that's just behind me to the glacier itself and take a look at it. Okay, so the first area where we stopped, I took some pictures of the waterfall, tried to zoom in for a picture of the glacier, which in the misty weather we're having, it's kind of hard to see.
All you got was the debris field.
Yeah, but that was where the glacier actually ended back in 1908.
Yes.
And the trail actually continues, and we're going to keep on continuing, see if we can get closer to the glacier. So they have extended this portion of the trail, and we'll see what happens. There was no sign saying that it's for guided tours only or anything like that, so we're still going.
Hi!
Where are we walking, dear?
In the tract of a glacier.
Yep, we are walking in the debris field left behind. So all the rocks, pebble, dirt, trees, anything that glacier had picked up on its journey is now getting deposited on the ground here.
Spat out.
Yep. And yeah, this is quite amazing. Now that area where I said that it was back in 1908 is that lump right there, that little rise right there. That's where the glacier was in 1908. So since then, it has retreated. What do you think this is? Probably about 1.5 miles.
Oh, something ridiculous.
Yeah. But this is going to be the closest we're going to be able to get to the glacier. So we're going to walk all the way there and see if I'm right, if it's going to look like just a clod of dirt, or if it's going to be just a snow field like Jen said it would be.
Or something in between.
Or something in between. All right, I'm going to put my camera away because it's raining a little bit harder. Alright guys, we're done with Franz Josef Glacier. Man, that was quite amazing. It really was. Wish we had a better day so we didn't have to deal with all the rain, but that's the way it goes. What'd you think of it, dear?
What did I think of it? I do wish we could have gotten a little closer. We were still quite a ways away from the glacier, but for safety, there's no way you can walk really any closer than where we were.
Yeah, there was actually a sign posted that a hiker got killed by a piece of the glacier that broke off and fell on them. So yeah, they have a nice area. It's a long walk. It really is.
2.5 hours there and back for us because I walk slow.
Yeah.
And the terrain was...
Well, it's rocky and...
Yeah. We had to watch our feet pretty much every step. The one or two steps you don't watch your feet, you kick and trip on a rock.
Or the ground all of a sudden will dip down real quick. I mean, I did that. I was trying to take a picture and I took it, and my very next step, I didn't look down to see where my feet were. I stepped down about maybe 4 inches into a little like gully, and I kind of wrenched my back when I did that.
Oh.
So I'm hoping, yeah, my back stayed pretty good all day today, but now I'm hoping that it doesn't tighten up overnight, so we'll see what happens. Alright, well, we're on our way to our campsite. It's a DOC land area, so it's a self-registration, $8 a person. Should have pit toilets there for us, and yeah, that's it. Oh, we got sun for the first time, guys.
First time today.
First time today.
But still.
Yay!
Whee!
Jen's going a little loopy.
I'm tired.
This Highway 6, you have to be a very good driver in order to drive this road. Seriously, you have to concentrate all the time.
Which also means the road seems really long.
Yeah, and I've also learned I need to start looking for gas stations when I'm at half a tank instead of at a quarter tank, because it could be 100 kilometers before you get to the next gas fill up, and you might not make it that far. At least seeing the sun for at least a brief moment there was nice. Alright, see you guys later. We're going to try to find a place for dinner tonight, because we're not going to make it to camp until after 8, and that's if we don't stop. And so I'm sure it's going to be more like 9:30 if we do stop. So, alright, catch you guys later. Oh, good morning, YouTube. Making a pot of coffee. This is all we're using, just a Nescafe dry roast crap. Last night was a pain in the ass. I mean, it wasn't a bad day. We saw the Pancake rocks and the blowholes, which we weren't there at the right time to see the blowholes actually going. I think it was a low tide and we needed to be there at high tide, so we weren't going to wait around until like 2 in the afternoon to watch it. So then we went all the way down to Franz Josef, which was like a 3.5 hour trek just to get down the Franz Josef Glacier. When we got to the Franz Josef Glacier, there's this one walk that says, glacier at the end of the trees or something like that. And it was only a 30-minute walk. But by the time you get there, the glacier is actually receded to the point where you can't even see it from that viewpoint anymore. So if you actually want to see the glacier, you actually have to do, I think it's actually called the Franz Josef Glacier hike or something like that. It was labeled as an hour and a half, there and back. It took us like 2.5 hours to do it. So it took a lot longer than expected. So we got out of there a lot later than expected. Free campsite that I was going to use last night has closed up. You can't use it anymore. The next closest things were the high-end pay-for sites, that costs $20, $25 a person. And it's like, God, I really don't want to do that. We just did it last night, and I don't want to do it again. I found the place where we're at now, but man, that was a long drive to get here. Yeah, we stopped at a town just outside the Fox Glacier, and I think the town is called Fox Glacier. There was a gas station there. I tried to fill up, but the station was closed, and they do have a card reading system, which is totally different from the card readers that we see in the States. It says that you have to use a card that uses a PIN number. Well, we have debit cards that have PIN numbers, so I tried to use that, and it rejected it right away. So I was like, oh crap, what do we do? So there was also a sign there saying that there's no fuel for the next 120 kilometers. I looked at my tank. I have half a tank. It's like, okay, we'll go 120 kilometers. I looked on Google Maps. There's a station down here in Haas. It said that it was open 24 hours and all this other stuff. So we drove all the way down here. Same situation. The station's closed. They have a card reader system, and that's why it's listed as open 24 hours. Well, then Jen's like, well, I've got a credit card that has a PIN number. Let's try to use that. I was like, all right, so we did, and it actually worked. So I've got a full tank of gas now. But then I was like, I'm so tired. I've been driving through the night. I've been, it's getting dark at like around 7. I mean, it's getting black at 7. I want to make that clear. It's not just dark. It's black at 7 o'clock.
Because there's no streetlights.
Yeah. Even when you're going through a town, there's like almost no streetlights. But anyway, it's like I'm just so tired, and I'm getting like zoned out from this almost video game type of experience where things are just rushing through you, and you're trying to maneuver your vehicle around the curves, and it's like I just want to go to bed. It's like, well, there's a pay for place just down the road. Let's go try that. Drove the 3.5 kilometers to get there. It's 9 o'clock at night. The office was already closed up. Oh, crap. You know what? There was another one that was over by the gas station where we just filled up. So let's go back over there. We'll see if we can get in there. Same situation. We get there, and the lobby office was closed. It's like, fuck, now what do I do? And then I remembered I had this place listed as my go-to. I just didn't want to drive the almost 40 minutes to get here because I was just so tired. But I ended up doing it anyway, and I tell you, I was so tired. That was a very quiet ride. Jen tried to ask me a couple of questions, and she found out real quick, just leave me alone right now. So,
and I did.
Yes, you did. Anyway, we got here, got set up. Technically, this is a pay-for site, but it's only like $8 a person because it's a DOC, Department of Conservation.
Not corrections.
Yeah, not corrections like it is in the States. All right, I'm going to pause this so I can make my coffee. Got my coffee made up here. Got my Tim Tams for breakfast this morning.
Is that what you're having for breakfast this morning, is Tim Tams?
I've been getting pissed because I haven't been able to have my Tim Tams in the morning because I usually make all my coffee in here, which I've got coffee in here. It's just for the drive. But I don't have it in a mug, so you can't do a Tim Tam Slam in that. It's just...
It's hard.
It's hard. So, yes, I'm having coffee and Tim Tams for breakfast. Today, what we're doing is we are going to the Blue Pools. And that's like 15 minutes down the road. And I think our next stop is going to be Queenstown after that. So I don't know if we're stopping in Queenstown, but then we're going to Glenorchy. There's a little town up there called Paradise. And Hun, I was mistaken when I was talking to you. It's the filming location for Isengard. It's the landscape that's around Isengard.
Isengard, okay.
So we're going to go up there. We're going to see that. So that's our doings. That's what we're doing today. We're going to go see the Blue Pools. Should be a little bit of a hike. Shouldn't be bad, though. And then down to Queensland, we're going to drive up into Glenorchy. And there's a free site up there that we're going to stay at. Money situation-wise, I think we're still doing really good. Even though we're eating out probably 2 meals a day almost. Like last night. We were driving along. The plan was to get to camp and then make dinner. I was just losing it. So it was like, no, we're going to stop somewhere. We're going to get here way too late. And so we stopped off and we got a couple of burgers. I think it was called the Hunter Burger, Steak Hunter Burger or something like that. It was all right. Jen, what did you have for dinner last night?
Lamb burger.
A lamb burger. That's what she had, yeah.
It was really good, too.
All right. I'm going to let you guys go so I can finish my breakfast here. Jen's going to eat her breakfast and then we're going to get on the road. All right, see you guys later. Okay, we're at a impromptu stop. And this is Thunder Creek, and apparently there's some sort of waterfall here. So we're going to go check it out. Okay guys, we're at the Blue Pools. Just waiting for Jen to finish doing her stuff in the camper. and we just need to walk down the road. There's actually a lot of parking along the roadside here. So yeah, you shouldn't have any problems if you come here. I'm sure in the summertime this place gets really busy. I know in summertime New Zealand gets really busy. And so yeah, there's a lot of parking in this area because the blue pools are one of those have to stop areas. So we're stopping. Okay, so the hike down to the blue pools has pretty much all been downhill up until this point, and we're walking on a boardwalk. And yeah, it's covered by chicken wire so people don't slip. We're coming up on a bridge and we're going to cross that. Suspension bridge style. Little, yeah, a little bouncy. Oh, this is freaking me out, dear.
Why don't you stop and wait till I get over?
You can see how clear it is. Granted, right here it's probably not very deep, but you can still see how clear that is. Wow. All right, we've made it to the blue pool, and there's a bridge here that you can look down into it. So yes, I'm going to do that. In fact, I'm going to put my coffee cup there. Hopefully no one knocks it off. Let's go out and look at the blue. Oh, that's cool. Now we have not hit this at the right time of day. The sun is not directly on it, so it looks pretty dark. But yeah, that's pretty cool.
Mark's gonna try and skip a stone across the river.
Okay, Jen recorded me trying to skip a stone, so now it's her turn. Let's see how well she does.
Terrible. Terrible.
And I can see the stone falling all the way to the bottom. All right, what are you going to do, dear?
I gotta test the waters.
Yeah, she's going to touch the clear waters of the blue pool. Oh, now she's contaminated it.
That's cold.
Is it cold? Oh, it's just glacial runoff.
Yeah. So he's gonna touch it, temp it first.
Yeah, that's cold.
It is cold. And now he's gonna take a little drink.
How did you like the pools?
Oh, the pools were beautiful. The river's gorgeous.
Yeah, you never see water like that anywhere in the U.S. I mean, just crystal clear. Those pools are several feet deep. I mean, I'm not talking just 5. I'm talking probably about 20 or so feet deep.
Oh, at least.
And you can see the bottom of them just crystal clear. So would you recommend people stopping by if they come here?
Yeah,
So-
actually, I would. This climb or the walk down to the pools isn't bad. It's not overly long. Downhill to get there, of course. Uphill to go back.
Yeah. So we're having to stop. This is our second
Second
stop
stop.
on the climb back up.
I
So,
should, if I remember correctly, I should be able to make it all the way to the top.
so your nurse friend at work,
Uh-huh.
would you recommend her doing this?
Annie, if you have time, stop at the blue pools.
All right, so we made it up the hill from the pools. It was quite a climb. It really was. We stopped twice. I was actually really proud of her. I thought for sure she was going to do a third. I mean, lengthy. She said she stopped for like 10 seconds. But she made it pretty good. So, but when we were getting ready, Jen had a wardrobe malfunction.
And no, my top didn't fall off.
Darn.
However,
Yeah.
my shoe came apart.
Yeah. Literally, it's all that's holding on is that little bit right in there. So she took a couple of hair bands and just wrapped it around the toe just to hold it in place.
Like
so.
that.
And so she had a couple of them on there.
It worked well enough for the half hour, 45-minute, hour little hike that we just did. But it's not a long-term solution. And the other shoe
other shoe is falling apart. The heel's coming off. So she's had these for like 10 years.
At least, yeah.
But I think while we're out in Queenstown, we're going to stop off and get her some new shoes.
At the very least, we're going to find some shoe goo.
Yeah.
If they have that here.
Yeah, we don't know if we're going to be able to find it. But anyway, so that was our...
that was our wardrobe malfunction.
Yeah, that's our wardrobe malfunction right now. All right, we're going to get back on the road and start heading towards Queenstown. Anyway, when we left the campgrounds this morning, it was still quite cloudy and drizzly rain, but it's mostly sunny now. It was 9 degrees when we woke up this morning. It has warmed up to 11.5. That's Celsius, not Fahrenheit.
What's it, about 52 Fahrenheit?
So to me, that's like perfect. I love that kind of weather. So yeah, the weather again has turned our way. We're having a great morning. Yeah! All right, let's have a good day driving. So guys, we are just below the snow line. You can see the snow right there on the side of that hill, mountain, whatever you want to call it. So yeah, we are just below the snow line. It is a whopping 6 degrees Celsius. It's a cold morning. You want to know how cold? Remember those pictures I put up of all those nice mountains around us and everything like that? Check out where the snow is today. Look at that. It is much lower. Look at that. Even this hill here has a bit of a frost coat on it. So yeah, it is a cold, cold morning. Looks pretty cool though. The squawking you hear is actually a duck. It's flying by. Oh, nice, 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 nice. I like this. I like this a lot. Yeah, I do. I do. If I understand though, the winds are going to start picking up today as we drive down to Invercargill. Holy crap, what are those? What are those? Are those goats? I gotta turn the camera around, hold on. Yeah, those are sheep. Huh. So yeah, we're gonna skip Milford Sound. It's gonna take like 5.5 hours to get there, and we won't be able to get to a boat tour. There was one other thing down that long road that I wanted to see. It was basically a bridge over a cavern. That's all. So we have decided we're going to just skip that portion of this trip. We're going to head right down to Invercargill, and if anything, this just gives us an extra day to spend in the Dark Sky Preserve, and we can hopefully get real good clear skies so we can see some stars. All right, well, I'm out here for a reason, and that's to turn off the propane, so I gotta go do that. So it kind of sucks that I couldn't get the picture of the Paradise, Welcome to Paradise sign.
Oh, okay.
But I've seen pictures of it before, and I came up into the area where it should have been, and it just wasn't there. So I am kind of upset about that.
Maybe we just didn't make it far enough down the road. The road was getting kind of bad.
It wasn't getting bad. We could have kept going, but you just don't know what the road conditions are like farther up.
True.
I mean, we were literally on a one-lane road. If another car came across, and it was a gravel dirt road, if another car came along, we might have had an issue trying to get past each other. But I mean, we were able to see the area that Isengard was placed in.
Yeah, we got it.
They took film and camera shots and stuff like that, and then digitally put in Isengard. But we actually didn't get down into that exact area. We were very close, and we were able to see some of the surrounding mountains. And I suppose that's what counts. Oh well, it's just the way it is.
Yep.
All right, so now the plan is to head down to Invercargill and the E. Hayes and Sons hardware store to see Burt Monroe's motorcycles. We were thinking about trying to do the gondola in Queenstown today, but again, with the fog and everything, what's the point?
It's supposed to be really windy too. They might be closing them down because of the weather.
Yeah, the winds are supposed to be 15 to 25 miles an hour, gusts up to 40. Yeah, that's miles per hour, not kilometers. So, yeah, that's pretty decent. You just don't know if they're going to shut down for wind conditions.
And
the parking down there really sucks.
yeah, the parking was terrible, and you've got more than a healthy respect of heights to deal with as far as that goes as well.
Well, I was willing to do it, though.
Yeah.
But if it's going to be windy and the thing's going to be rocking around, I might not be able to do that. Speed limit on this road is 80, and yeah, I can't do much more than that. Alright, well, I'll catch up to you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Oh, welcome to Queenstown.
Yeah, I'm noticing a theme. All of their bigger cities, they are all very hilly.
All the cities are hilly.
All the cities are hilly.
I mean, it looks like a nice city and everything, but like I said, there's just no place to park. We came down that hill when we came down from the gondola before.
Right.
Oh man, really? It wants me to go up this?
Hey. I can't watch. But I gotta.
Holy crap, what a hill!
And this isn't even as steep as the one you want us to walk up.
That's right.
And they want us to stop up here? What the hell?
Anything coming?
No.
I don't see anything either. Damn.
I think you just went up the steepest street in the city.
I probably did. Alright, so yeah, that's all I'm going to show you about Queenstown. Tight streets, steep hills, lots of people, lots of cars. It's a nice town, don't get me wrong,
Very
but
pretty.
yeah. But it's also known for extreme stuff. And we're not into that, you know, the bungee jumping off of a 2,000-foot gorge, or
Indoor skydiving.
yeah, power boating up rivers and stuff. We just don't get into that kind of stuff. So it's a nice city. I'm sure there's plenty of good restaurants here, but we're not sticking around. Like I said, there's really no place to park. I have not seen... Oh, there's a place right there.
I saw a public parking lot.
But, I mean, yeah, literally, there's not many places here. Not many at all to actually park. And it's definitely not a town where you want to get out and walk around in, because
It's so freaking hilly.
yeah, it's extremely hilly. And with Jen's breathing problems, no way can we do it. We are actually driving right along the Remarkables mountain range, and it is quite remarkable. It really is. I mean, they're big, steep, rocky, but we can't see the tops of them because of all the low clouds and stuff like that. But I mean, they're still impressive. Holy cow! Anything you want to add about the Remarkables?
No,
You sure?
they're not the Incredibles, no matter how often you say that.
Yeah, I think I've been referring to them as the Incredibles, but they're the Remarkables. we're coming out of the mountainous areas, and it's really, I mean, we can see off in the horizon. It's really quite flat compared to what we've been going through. But the clouds are also a lot lower. Looks like we're going to be coming into some weather. But on the good part, we're only an hour and 15 minutes away from Invercargill, so we're just about there. Alright guys, we're in the southern part of the country now. We're in what the area is called Southlands. It's 2.5 degrees Celsius out, and there is a wintry mix going on. So you can probably hear it on the window hitting as rain, but there are also big drops of snow coming down as well.
For you lazy Americans out there, 2.5 degrees Celsius is about 36, 37 degrees Fahrenheit.
Yeah, it's right around the freezing temperature. Yeah, cool, huh? We're about 30 minutes or so from Invercargill, and we'll get to the E. Hayes and Sons hardware store, and we'll look at a few historic motorcycles in there.
There's also classic motorcycle Mecca, which we might go to today as well. And then we found in one of the magazines I was looking at this place called Dig This.
Dig This.
It's an indoor heavy machinery playground.
Yeah, you can play with backhoes, graders,
Bulldozers.
basically huge construction equipment. You don't need any training, or knowledge of how to do it. They give you a little bit of training there, what levers do what, and then you just go to town. You can dig holes and backfill them, move boulders, tires.
Or Mark's favorite.
Jen said that she's going to buy this for me. She said that she will do this for me because of the Hobbiton thing. So
You can crush a car.
I'll take that.
Yeah.
I'll crush a car. Absolutely.
So I think we're going to make that work. It's a lot more expensive than the other stuff we've been doing. But I think it would be worth it just to see him grinning like that the whole time.
Come on. Who wouldn't want to crush a car? Alright, well, because of the wintry snow mix, traffic seems to be slowing down, so I'm going to turn you guys off and concentrate on the road and traffic. Alright, see you guys. Okay guys, so we're at the E. Hayes and Sons hardware store, and they have vintage motorcycles all over here, and they should have Burt Monroe's bike in here, and we need some toilet tabs for our camper too, so we should be able to find it all here. Okay, so we're going to do another stop. It's at the Bill Richardson Transportation Museum. We had to park way down there. At the end, yeah, basically way at the end of the block. Now we're going to go inside and hopefully dry off. I have no idea what they have here. Jen knew more about it than I did, so let's find out what they got. Okay, so we got to the Transportation Museum, and I'm only interested in the motorcycle exhibit, which is actually in a different building. So we had to drive back down to City Central of Invercargill, yeah. And we had to park like 2 blocks away or so. So we're walking now to the motorcycle section of the museum. What's going to happen tomorrow at 10 a.m.?
Mark is going to destroy a car. He's so happy. You got to do the little bouncy.
Oh yeah, that's different sounding. Let's try the little green one. This must be like a Kawasaki. That's weird.
Is that one, is it catching?
It's just the way it sounds.
The other ones have engine noises. This one doesn't.
I don't know. That's weird. Alright, this one's broke, so I can't do that. I bet you this is going to probably sound like a little crotch rocket.
You're such a kid. You are such a kid.
Okay, last one.
Okay, hon, so which one has been your favorite so far of these toy bikes?
Out of all these, I liked this one, and I like the big E-Pinger one over there. Yeah, the Harley sounding one.
That's the one right in the middle of your screen.
Yeah.
And
a couple of the other ones just basically sound like either crotch rockets or dirt bikes.
okay.
I feel this one and that one sounded more like a cruiser big bike.
Okay.
Push the black button.
It rumbles and everything. I didn't realize that.
Twist the throttle. I think that's full throttle. You like that one, do you? Did you get the right vibration going?
Oh, hey guys, another end of a great day. Went to two motorcycle things today. Went to the E. Hayes and Sons. Technically it's a hardware store, but they have vintage motorcycles in there. Got to see the Burt Monroe bikes. Those are cool. You know, hard to believe that he took that 1920 Indian Scout and bore it out, made new piston heads, all that stuff. Oh, Jen's back from the shower. And then after that, we went to the classic motorcycle mecca and just looked at old vintage bikes and stuff. It was really cool too. Got to play with a couple of things. Yeah, it was fun. Yeah, other than that, that was pretty much the whole day. We went to Paradise at the beginning of the day and saw the shooting location for the Lord of the Rings for Isengard. So that was kind of cool too. Didn't see it very well though because of all the fog and clouds and stuff. But it was kind of cool to still say we were in paradise. So that was cool. Tomorrow's going to be an interesting day. Jen arranged something special for me. I can't believe she's actually paying to do this because this is not cheap. But she said
You are going to have so much fun.
She said that. You know, it was a thank you for buying the Hobbit tour and the dinner and stuff like that. So this is my big thing now. So, and I get to destroy a car. It puts a smile on my face just saying that. It really does. So we'll see. We'll see what happens tomorrow. I have no idea how it goes about. I don't know anything like that. So we'll see. Okay, guys. Well, I'm going to get going here. And I'll see you in the morning.